Hey guys, what's up? This is Josh. Just doing a weekly update. I know it's Monday, not Sunday, but I was pretty busy yesterday, so I couldn't do one. Here I'm just, tossing some food in the tanks for the fish. If you can see them very well. The tilapia are swimming around like crazy. They eat quite a bit now that this water's pretty warm from sitting out here in the sun all day. So they, I can keep putting food in here and they will just continually eat it. It's awesome. So I had one casualty in this tank, and it was kind of strange because I just came out here one day and there was a floater. It looked like it might have had some abuse. Maybe it was fighting with one of the other fish and didn't make it, but it kind of sucked. So hope it doesn't happen again, and I guess we'll see what happens next. So all right then. So we've got some broccoli going here. I don't know if you can see that very well. Whoop. Where are we at? Yeah, there's a head of broccoli there. It's coming up. And then there isn't one on there yet for some reason. So I released a bunch of ladybugs in here. I got some ladybugs on mine, and they've been kind of crawling around, and I see them around the yard eating other bugs, so they're doing their job at least, So I've also got some praying mantis eggs that I got to set out here to get them started. And I'm pretty sure this is watermelon here, and so far it's doing really well. This tomato plant here has a limb broken off of one of the plants accidentally, and I put it in here and it's still alive. I've got another pepper plant. I guess I should probably feed these fish here too. There's some tilapia chilling in there. They're a lot bigger in there. I can't see very well from my phone, but I'm sure you guys probably can see better than I can. And I'll, of course, be able to see later on the video. So these guys are doing really well. They're eating quite a bit, which is good. I'm very happy with that. So here we've got, my broccoli, my watermelon, but back here, these cucumber plants are just, ridiculous. You guys can probably tell. Oh, there's a ladybug right there. They've been crawling around all my plants, which I'm really happy with. So my cucumber plants are just doing phenomenal. I can't be happier with them. They just love this system. They love the aquaponics. So I've got some pepper plants over here. I have some more watermelon seeds started, so I'm going to put them here. I'm really going big on watermelons this year. I'm not really sure why, but I really do like watermelon, and you can't go wrong with them. So, and I have cantaloupe seeds as well started. If you can see here, here's some broccoli. Thought about, maybe trying to cut some of it off and, eating it. But there's not very much there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really sure when is a good time to eat it, or if it looks like it's alright. So maybe I can take a piece off. Now, if I cut some of this off, will it keep growing? That's the question I've got there. Because I don't want to, cut it off and then it die. And do I just cut, a little bit of it off and then leave a little bit left there so it can keep growing or not? But, I don't know. I would really like to try it. This is either cucumber or watermelon or cantaloupe. I really actually have no idea. There's basil. These onions, these white onions here are freaking huge. Big question here. When do I know that they're done? That kind of bothers me to not know when an onion's done. So there's 3 of them in there that are doing super well. And then these tomato plants here, the leaves are curling now. I took that dead fish that I had floating around in here, and I buried them underneath here. So hopefully this will be alright, I'm not really sure why the leaves are curling. Maybe I need to put another air stone in there now that they're... Oh, here's another flower. Maybe I need to put another air stone in there now that there's probably a ton of roots in there. So, yeah. Alright, well, that's all for these systems here. They're, doing really well. Got some tomato plants over here growing. The usual. Broccoli. It's doing alright, I guess. Probably bolting right now, so maybe I need to pull it and plant some other stuff. But my potato barrel here is dead. I went away for a week, and it's just not doing so good. So I guess maybe I mounted it up too quickly, put too much dirt on it at a time, but I started another barrel here, which these are coming up pretty well. And I started a bucket here, but it hasn't shown its face yet, so. And then some fruits for my labor. There's a tomato right there. Yeah, you can see him right there. He's coming in real strong. There's another one right there. These are going to be, let's see, what were they called? They're some big variety. So they're supposed to get pretty huge, which I'm looking forward to it. And they're all, I mean, all these tomato plants are doing really well. They're getting tons of flowers on them. And a trick that I read from somewhere was, I don't know if you can tell this tomato plant died. I think it's because there's poor drainage in this, and the roots were probably just getting rotted. But if you can see here how I've got, like, looks like that dust and dog hair and stuff like that. Anytime you fill your vacuum cleaner, you empty the bags in here, and all of the, you know, the dog hair, the people hair, all of the dust and stuff, and all that nasty stuff is actually really good fertilizer for the plants. It's filled with a lot of nutrients, so it's supposed to help make the skin of the tomatoes a lot softer and easier to chew instead of really thick. So, and over here, I've got some basil. The grapevine here is, well, it's surviving. I'm not sure whether or not it's going to survive permanently, but I got some more basil here. And then these habanero plants are dying. Not really sure why. Maybe I need to get it really full. I mean, there's still plenty of water in there. And then these guys here are looking a little droopy. I need to top the water off on these. And then I need to put some flowering solution because I'm needing them to start flowering more. And these guys here, well, you see there's a good amount of water in there. But they're not doing so well. See, I've got roots that are sitting down there. But they look like they're getting dried out almost. So I can't really explain why they're doing that, but maybe somebody else can. Other than that, the indoor systems, I should probably talk about that some. Still working on my solar panel here. I was gone for a week, so I didn't get a chance to really work on that much. And then this tank here is pretty dirty water. I don't have the aquaponics system hooked up to it just yet, so I'm going to have that going. Tilapia down here doing pretty good. These are supposed to be my breeding tanks. I actually pulled them out to figure out whether or not they're boy or girl, and it is super hard. They all look so similar. So I'm not really sure what to do on that. I did my best, and the ones that I knew were definitely male, I threw in the tanks outside. The ones that I was questioned, I just left them in here. Maybe when they get bigger, they'll mature better, and then I can figure out that later on. So I had to take out that pipe, this pipe right there that was sitting in there that was like allowing it to fill up and drain, because it wasn't draining fast enough, and the water just stayed at like half, which probably stunted some of the fish's growth. So I figured, since a lot of the plants here are pretty big, their roots probably go all the way down deep to the bottom. I don't need it to flood anymore. All I need it to do is just have water run past the bottom of their roots so that they can get, water. And then it keeps the water, it's just on. The pumps are on at all times. It helps aerate the water more too, and it's a lot easier. I don't have to worry about the tanks filling up and, just not draining. So, but other than that, this garden's doing pretty well. The fish are pretty healthy, and I'm happy with them. The only thing I'm not sure about is this here. Maybe somebody can tell me why my leaves keep falling off. And all of the little buds that were on there were falling off too. It's a pepper plant, I mean, look at all of the leaves that are just gone. I mean, it's sad. So I tried putting some seaweed extract in there, so maybe that'll help it. So, alright guys, well, I'm going to do another video here